Yeah, that's kind of. Oh, not new game. Load game. Just check we are picking everything up. That's good. Load game. Um, there we go. Part 15. I'm just checking the audio's picking up. And we went. Oh, no. There we go. My chat back. Live City load game. Yeah, we do have unlimited oil and all. It's kind of good. Um, no chat, which is good. Um, um, what is that sound? What is that? Why is my laptop? Am I running particularly inefficiently? I think I'm running fine. Anyways, we can then go. Also, yeah, about to say, I was about to say I'm so used to it running at one time speed because on the channel for 2 save I'm playing, it can't run quicker than one time speed because of the amount of things I'm running. Um, yeah, I may have crashed. Yeah, that save is barely running. To be fair, I am only running it on like an Xbox X, which is a good thing, but not like insane. It's still a game Xbox or not PC. Um, I'm a bit must just be a bit tired. Oh yeah, and then nah, there's no need for commercial. Um, yes, oh, you're not covered. Done, done. There we go. How many people are living in here? 2,800. That's all. That was on new last live stream. Um, uh, uh, and then that, uh, that, and then uh, uh, that, uh, and then that, and just leave that there. And then zone all this low density residential. What's the current population of this district? 5,300. Um, that's what we need to remember. Uh, dun, 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 dun. And we put an education. The school may be like uh, you know what more like there. That covers like that. Then that can cover like that. And this covers like here. Maybe up there. There. left. You know what? Just uh um no, we should just get next. Um and just high school wise, maybe if we put one here, will that work? That'll cover your one, your one up here. Oh, they all get improved. University wise, we have one big one there. Um, uh, medical care, we're gonna place one there, is probably fine. Yeah, we're gonna actually place a childcare centre right there. Next to it is an elder care centre. They should help increase those coverings, and then you know what? We'll have a couple of those just to cover. And then police, there we go. Yeah. I think you probably slightly decline, but you are going to be able to expand here. You are slowly but surely expanding over here anyways. Um, there is there, uh, there, 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 there. And then we're gonna move this line stops one down. Um, we're just gonna start with two buses. Where do these have to come from? You can come. Where are you coming from? Over there. And you have to take the motorway. You have to go. Oh, you take like. If I'm not mistaken, did you take the entire motorway? To be fair, you are up here. It's a bit more reasonable. People still use like this road, don't they? Oh yeah, for sure. That does give a. Yeah, I think we need to go into budget and increase it to 140. Um, you know what? um, uh, there. Instead of having it like that, we're gonna have it like, yeah. Meaning we don't have to have as many lines. And the island is nice and peaceful and not polluted. And that should cover our water. City info. Right, water, yeah, and that means that we can, oh, water funding to like 120. And then also for sewage, in that case, we're going to, um, have a road. This your road. This connect, and then sewage. Have it inland with treatment plant. And that we are actually gonna end up having a well of them. So just as well as that one, we're also gonna have another one, another one, another one, another one. Yeah, we can't budget down to like 100%. We can cut it down more to 90%. There we go. And then we can slowly raise the budget higher after that. What were we doing? We were doing this, weren't we? No, that's annoying. Oh, no, we don't need it anymore. I mean, this must have been a producing this. So, 1000. Um, Alexa, what's 200 divided by 48?
200 divided by 48 is approximately 4.1667.
Alexa, what's Alexa.
I didn't catch that. Please say that again.
I'm just trying to use this. Alexa, what's 1000 divided by 4.16667?
1000 divided by 4.1667 is approximately 239.9998.
So we've probably saved about 200 a week, which is kind of major. That was a really unnecessary calculation. Oh, we lost. We won. Was that just now? No, that was ages ago. This road is getting a bit clogged up. I was getting very clogged up. I think we just had a match. Oh yeah, that was the match was cancelled, I think. Is it because it's too windy? Um, no. I don't know we even get to buy all the original islands, yeah. But we do get to buy a second island, which you kind of set up a hub on. I mean, how many people do you get here? 5, 9, 5,660 basically. It's basically about that. 5. What have I just done? Oh, no, no. What have I just done? I don't know, I don't ask questions. I mean, I do, just not those kind of questions. I think I reused my spray deodorant can. I think that's what it was. There is a fire set here. How many fire? You only have 2 engines in you, so it's yeah, anyone coming here? Yeah. I might need a bigger set. How many people is 20? Oh, this is also technically on this island, so we can add another 3,000. 3,025. Uh, but it contains, to be fair, it does contain the airport, a major tourism area, a major industry area, the university, and the sports area, as well as big density area, high density area around the airport, the National Reserve, and one of the commercials. On here is where I think is most of the population, roughly around 10,000 people. Live here. It also contains the port and a bit of commercial. And then on the main island is basically everything else aside from this. Oh, same as the Astor Island. This is just a low population island, but on this island we have a mix of low and high density, including the kind of expensive area, the forestry and agriculture, office area, the main tourism kind of section, whatever that is, really, really random. Literally, it's just I think it supposed to include all of that. There we go, just like that, basically. So yeah, tourism area, kind of the old bit of the city. Another major population area, another 14,000 people. Yeah, this is probably the most populous. Probably more populous than the two combined currently. But we can only buy 1, 2, 3 more tiles, four more tiles containing a new land. For the other one, oh, 5, 6, so 6 more containing a new land. For these other ones, we can buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, including those. Quite good land. There's also those islands beyond there, which can we buy the entirety of them? Yeah, we actually can, and we will buy those islands really far off in the distance. Um, I think we need a mix. You know what? Here, haven't done much work around here, have we? That can be another bit of commercial and this district. You know what? We're going to extend it even further. So it's more appropriate for us to add another stop. It feels a bit weird, just, and also this goes through here 4 times, is that right? This line is very, very complex. Yeah, because it kind of goes around this general area. And even though it's just like one district, it's one very busy district. There's how many people living here? 6,000. How many people live here? 3,000. No, oh no, people do live. I thought this was the industry. I think it's a mix of industry and residential, but also your people work there. In your case, it's a decent amount of commercial, way small fraction. Similar amount of people living here, but I think it's like a bigger fraction of commercial, maybe? No, so it's more. You are completely opposite, but 900 people working. You have quite a few workers, so you. Yeah, this kind of just serves as a. I would actually describe it as cozy, that seems okay. An appropriate name. It's very, very, very small. You can probably actually squeeze them out, but it has to get on the end. Pollution. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you do have. Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna put a bit more commercial on that kind of element. 55,000! Yay! We get a plane and a new tile. What do I more desperately? That or that? That. Sorry, airport. You're gonna have to wait. I really need kind of room over here. I'm kind of tempted to set that up as a toll bridge, but I don't think I'm that evil. And then you connect all the way up to this kind of peninsula. You know what? I haven't placed down every single possible building to place down. I have a feeling that might actually work. This is an insane idea. No, 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 no. No. Wonder if we did just make it. Maybe. And then we'll fix the borders up in a second. Yeah, good, 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 good. And keep those districts separate. But yeah, this means that you now have, just as you update the amount of weekly tourists maximum is going to shoot up massively, as well as weekly tourist visits. No, but I want workers as well. Now, what resource is that? Is that oil? Because if it is, I might. There's oil there. At the same time, I'm probably going to be doing oil over there. So I don't need to be concerned. But, just in case, we're going to go around that until we join up with this. And we're going to start by expanding this to encompass all of that area. What we're going to start by doing is starting by adding a few more buildings. There's also there. I think this idea is, completely deranged. That might be an underestimate. Tax office, courthouse, that building, I can't remember the name of, helicopter park, the lungs of the city, and old Market Street, which you're going to put facing like there. Opera House, kind of just be placed there. Business Park, you can place that there. There. Um, and we're gonna place that there, and that's there, and then there we go. Uh, that uh, and this is gonna be the. You know what? We're gonna place this tower. I think that's the Sears Tower. No, observation tower. Incorrection. It's based off the Sears Tower, and now we're going to stop. We're gonna connect to via power lines. I did not in fact mean to do that. Um, there we go. And then very quickly we're just gonna go Oh, large and zoning heavy density, high density commercial across that entire area. There. Let's get the stop here. Stop there. I will just need to fix that. Very basic minibus. And then we're gonna move all these stops. Yeah, that, 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 that. There we go. You know what? Actually, we're gonna make it work. Um, what was it? I was gonna fix one accident, but time mistake. Metro. Wait, is this gonna be Metro stop like? Um, Metro. Then we can have Metro stop there. We're then just gonna move, move. Think that gives us. Like, if I just move you, it should give us a good space right there. Over the terms of this line. Um, uh, big one. Uh, what's it doing now? You know what? D. Oh, I'm using train tracks. Why do I be so? Why am I sometimes so stupid? I'm using train tracks again. Um, Creating line there, here, um, here, yeah, 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 yeah. And yeah, so if I look at my what's the city statistics, Treasury has shot down, but value only slightly shot down, didn't shoot down as much because we placed a bunch of buildings. What was that? Like 400 tourists, maybe 500. So now, if I look at city information, tourists, oh, it's been so declining. What's it at currently? 1015. It's not actually that many people visiting. Oh, we've already started building. What was it this time? Yeah, we've already started. And for the bus line, we're just going to go. And because, yeah, there's not really that much major stuff going on. There's no way that is clicking. Um, um, 1040. Where are like the other tourists? I guess here? Yes, it's a 5. 14. View Park area. We've just got 4 new things. That's kind of important. Oh, we do need residential. I think we got view. So first, then we got with. So then it's this one. What is that? We'll have a couple down here, maybe. What are they? Oh, they are gill huts. And then we can have one there, one there, one there. Um, like who's in the other side? I think this side would be bigger than this one. There. Uh, then we'll have a bit more down. There, there. Lookout tower is what they. Oh, these two annoyingly need paths. So one of them I'm gonna place up. I'm gonna place a little one up there. Um, you know what that doesn't give that this does. You can look out from here. And then there's a one like that. Uh, camping site. What does those do? Okay, so this we're gonna have we're gonna attach this one here because I feel like this this is for wimps. This is not um complete anarchy in the woods, is it? That's not what that was for. This is like technical thing, isn't it? Yeah, your camp shelter. So that really, so this is base camp. You can stay out here for like if you're casual, or you're preparing to climb. There's also this, which is kind of not a base camp, but it kind of is a base camp. It's accessible from base camp. And you climb up this path, and before you get to this bridge, you find a little camp. This is kind of like the beginning of where the dedicated people go, and they'll stay out here for a night, or to prepare for climbing up that bridge, or in case the bridge goes down, it's a good place to stay. And then, yeah, you can get preparing to go up the bridge the day after, because that is one hard bridge to climb. Somehow people are just casually walking up it. But let's play it at 1 time speed. That would realistically be quite hard to climb. And then you climb all the way up here to reach this next camp, which is, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, this is Yasset base camp. This is in case you get stuck here and between these two. And there's a few tents, and there's also toilets over here. Then you can climb up here. There's a little viewing deck here to have a good view. And then you have the campsite, and then you climb up finally and reach top camp, Mount Mount Sunset. It's a really dumb name. I might rename it. Called Great Mountain, which, yes, technically the highest point is there. The highest point for quite a way. Maybe there's slightly higher point over there. But then this is the camp. It's quite busy. Including in it is this. Is that a lanolin? And it's a bit more permanent. People probably don't live up to that, would be unrealistic, no offense. But where's the kind of person who will climb up here? You know what? We'll have cowboy guy. The rancher. That seems like a realistic one. There's that one here, one there, one there. So there's 3 small ones and 2 medium ones. Well, there's 3 big ones and 3 medium ones and 3 small ones down at base camp. Because yeah. Also, if we just play it at 1 speed, you're right next to the airport, which is also kind of cool. Yeah, there's quite a lot of people camping up here. There's some stuff that's better than the climb, but it's not that much better. And then this is the main thing. You can stand above. You know what? We'll go back to my 4 times speed. That doesn't negate the fact that this looks awesome. There's also, yeah, these little camps. Are we at enough entertainment? Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, look at this. This is actually quite a cool setup. I think you get all the aspects already, correct? Oh, so I placed an outhouse, which I don't think is the same thing as the rest. No, there isn't one. What do I get after this? Okay, so level 4 we get fishing and hunting, and then bouldering, and then natural reserve museum. That's kind of interesting. We will need to be coastal, which will probably do it to that side. I think I've placed most of this stuff down. How does it? How does one of these towers look? Uh, you can climb up there, and it's not too high up. Oh, where's one? And then there's a big one down there. This is also where the, kind of calmer log cabin thing. So it's also day trippers can come in this area. Well, at least that's what I'd imagine for the time people. Oh, done. Done. How high up is this? Reasonably high up, I would say. That's actually quite high up. So on here, it's probably very high. You probably guess it quite. Also, there's a camp here, so you might go off hunting there. Might come off climbing. It's not common to, it's not rare to come out climbing here, but it's good to have that in case supplies get cut off. This is a, or in case I don't know there's a bear attack or something. Or civilization gets cut off, then these people will be living up here. While those other people will probably like, get out of the way. And the two little camps that are designed, they're designed also in case, especially that middling one, in case one of the bridges fails. The other one is just there to prepare people. Um, uh, and yeah. So that middling, the kind of upper camp between the two bridges is in case the bridge fails, and this one and the other one is just prepared to climb that and to make sure everyone has the supplies and the rest that they need. Because if you come here at, let's say, 4 o'clock in the evening and you've already climbed up all of that, you might not want to risk climbing up there and not being able to reach it before sundown, especially in the winter. So you wait. There's also this, which is it's part of this camp, but it's kind of separate. So another little area for people to camp. That gives you a decent view over the thing, but still way lower. It's still way higher than this. This little area that has a bunch of and it's also I think less of a trek between those two than it is between um here and there, which means you don't feel spoiled too much necessarily. Also, you can just do it off the side. Um, I think it's unlikely for someone to stay at this camp and the other camp for very young, unless you realise that you've run out of supplies. So already the path is already steep enough. Realistically, I think the path would be like a quarter as steep, which would probably increase its length by, which would increase its length by like 4 times. So it would actually be one major trek. Yeah, in case of this fails or in case it doesn't pass the safety test. Um, you have that little camp to stay safe on, or you injure yourself on the way out. That's the other option. And yeah, you can find another way. Doesn't seem to be any people going down. Are there any people behind me? Yeah, somewhat. And then you get to the big camp, which is how many people are visiting that? One visitor, no tourist. How many people visit this per week? Visitors this week? 23. We need to basically double to get to the next thing. That is nearly fully built up. That we can just um uh that that um let me just check city value. That's kind of been rising. Um yeah, I think the city value has, yeah, because often the treasury drops and the city value drops by 30 years. budget versus taxation. Yeah, we're doing fine. Taxation's actually shot up. That's surprising. Population is really, really, really increasing. Let me just check. We're nowhere near. I'm just curious for some stats. How much charge? Oh, fine. Residential, commercial, industry, offices. Yeah, to be fair, industry and offices aren't even increasing by that much. I have a feeling that I might. Yeah, we still have mostly residential development. If I just extend this district, how many people live in here now? 7,000 people. Yeah, we're really starting to increase the amount of people who live in this general area. How many tourists are coming to this district? 782. Total is 1,100. If we look at tourism, it's kind of had a rebound, which is nice. Um, uh, there we go. I am actually not going to do oil here, I've decided. Let's place that there. Um, what's this? Uh, uh, what, what are the requirements? You, milestones in the building. Level 6. Uh, okay. Um, that's gonna have to go somewhere else. Colossus of Rhodes can go here. A fun fact, that's like really old. That's one of my favorite fun facts. Fun fact, this is like really old. Um, uh, we can put the huge transport. Oh no, locomotive. Um, ah, uh, um, Winedi. That's kind of a challenge. 10,000 of office square experience, you know what I mean? Still 5 construct 600 city service buildings. Now, that's quite fast. That might be putting it lightly. Something we are very quickly going to do is this. There. That should give like a nice expansion. Uh, seriously wonder. Yeah, that makes sense. How many chores do you have? 825. How's that increase the total? 1,160. Um, we're now going to stop and stop. Uh, yeah, Stop there. Stop there. Stop there. Stop there. Just take terminus. There. 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 Um, um, we're just going to go quick thinking and move back that one. There we go. There. 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 Okay. No, no, I want to do stuff. Do stuff. And then we can move back by one. That should make it probably. There's 3 buses on there and line 32. Which is confusing by a very similar shade. There we go. Oh yeah, we need to just use of the. No, we just need to get 831. Has that increased? No, decreased. I don't really understand how. Ironically, I somewhat used up it, but yeah, just think it now. Yeah. Design that up. Um, um, and that can then come in here. Uh, um, there we go. And then um, there we go. Um, uh, there we go. Really increasing all this. Think we can educate way more people with show something. That's a level up. Oh, wait a minute. We fixed the birth rate 149. There's 25 16 years. There's only 14 with that. 6 children and he's 9. Yeah, I think we're doing good. There's 9 people with an illness. That's, or is it only with serious illness that you can prevent? What was I going to check? Uh, it's going to be birth rate, be death rate. Yeah, death rate's declined. Um, no. Yes, but at the same time, I don't care about your life future. It's not a severe enough problem for me to look at it. Just to check, city value, that's basically stable, but treasury, the city value is almost at 20 million, which is kind of insane to think about. I mean, I have to build like all of this. What's tourism at now? 912 just in that district. Ah, tourism. Students. We have hit 13,000 students. What's the education level like? About what it always is, which is about 1.8 to 1.9. Which means that on average, people have got just yes than a high school education. Ever so slightly yes. I wonder if there's any schools that are filled. You're fine. You're fine. Uh, we're just gonna check through some of the lines I just lining. Okay, so 30 was that one, so that was not today. 31, that was today. I feel like we might need to replace these with the 81s because of some clogging up coming on again. Line 32. Um, any of them are majorly busy. You've just had a bus come in. Replace with 80. And then these can continue to run how they are. Tram lines, I don't think I've messed around with them. Metro line. Lightning. Um, Metro Lightning. Just checking that was from last episode. I have a feeling we might to change these to Airport Express Metro is just from some problem coming on over here. Most notably right there. And in this line, we're going to replace them with 250 phones. Now we're also going to replace these with 250 phones. It's just a 120 train, but at the same time that's filled, so we're going to replace that with a normal 150. Metro Line 9 is not a sense of train. Fix it. These two findable trains. I think everything's going good. I'm just checking on the train line. This is it from here to here to here to here to here. And then the ferry line's alright. You can carry up to 80, so 36 is busy but fine. Ah, so this serves 105 people a week. 55. Actually, aren't those just, yeah, those are just opposite ways around. I don't understand why one of them is so busier than the other. Oh, fishing. I did say I was going to do that. You know what? I'm going to set up the very, very basics of it. Industry. Um, you know what? Wait, just put it right here to start with. We're then going to improve here, 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 here. yeah, 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 yeah. As well as that was, we can construct 2 fish farms. You know what? I'm gonna do the rainbow fish. We'll do it one night, so we can, you know, power not that far. So it's also not far. You know what? We are going to add a second harbour to start with. Um, and in this one's case, then where's the fish? Oh, there. And then here, fish farm, we can just connect, and then we don't have to do. There we go. Um, this, yeah, yay! I've set it up. At least I've started to set it up. Yeah, very, very basic. You know, fish market and a fish factory. Um, oh no, we don't even need that. No, we should just do is that, that other distance of 139 meters, 160. We can just count that up. The only thing we've just reduced the power costs because we yeah. How much of these need I? 300. How much can these be? 640. So Rob we 1 to 1 plus this. Oh, plus that produces at 400. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. Um, you're doing fine for the educated jobs. Even uneducated isn't doing bad for lenders. Look at the fishy boats. What ones do I want? So we have basically just a calm. Just let me check. Fishy. Anchovy. We've got anchovy and shellfish. That's good. Anchovy and shellfish are the main ones that we need. Anchovy and shellfish. Um, there is like no tuna. Is there any possible? There's a bit. There is actually quite a lot of anchovy, mainly in the coast, but there is also quite a lot here. So it's not going to be like insane. We have already caught 2,000 already. You know what? we're going to start doing the outro. I want to do a quicker outro for this, so I am just going to very quickly show you these, but don't look at them too long. So that, if that. So pause if you want to read any of them in depth. There, 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 there. Publish, and this is actually kind of interesting traffic. So what? That's all right. This is all right. I'm just looking at the areas I've modified majorly. Um, and that's all right. Yeah, it's probably mostly fine. I haven't even checked on that. That hasn't actually built up. Did I zone that? I did. It's just not built up. There's that. There. There. Oh, we have set up some new pollution. There. Need to improve rubbish. Dun dun dun. Oh, I just randomly selected this road and it turned out. I wonder what the destinations for this road are. Um, that's wind. Doesn't really matter. That doesn't really matter. I mean, it does, but not. It's not relevant right now. Noise pollution. We have done the lots of pollution to be fair when it comes to noise. Heat districts. We combine these two, set up that new district. Um, and major expanded that one, and I think that's been we've minor expanded this one. That's been basically all the modifications today. Main thing was we combined these two districts and expanded it over there. None of those have been used now. Radio, dun, dun, dun. We have major increased tourism. There, there, there. Haven't really changed any of those. There, there. Finally, we've set up fishing. We've 23,000 units farmed, 2,000 units caught. It's safe to say fish farm is quite efficient. Now city info. City treasury. Look at that. That's the treasury. That's the budget. That's the value. That's taxation if you're wondering. Budget versus taxation. Been doing quite well. Population has skyrocketed. Have we hit 60,000? Yes, we have. Let me just check. We started this live stream back in kind of April of 2150, so maybe just as that population started to skyrocket. I think that's probably accurate. And yeah, the crash was during this episode, and the budget increase as well. And the value, when the value started to drop, that was at the beginning of this episode, or middle of this episode. I say episode, it's a live stream, but I call them episodes. Yeah, population has skyrocketed. It's gone from about 50,000 at the start of this live stream to about 60,000, which is like very major. Not, I don't think, as rapid as from 2141 to 2044, but still kind of rapid. Influx has been all over the place, but reasonably high. Birth rate had a massive spike and has kind of dropped since then. Death rate has been about stable. It has just overtaken birth rate, but yeah. Employment percentage has been very stable. Available jobs has increased, roughly in pace with population. Education level has slightly dropped at the beginning and started to recover and now flattened out. Students shot up and kind of had a tiny drop now it's level. Tourism was going down, but I recovered it, so it gained a bit. Tourist tax income went down. Don't know why there's a difference. Happiness has stayed literally flat. Residential zone has shot up. Commercial zone has really shot up. Industry was kind of stable and then started to increase. Offices has been slightly increasing. Prisoners has shot up in the 8.5 and started to drop. Site close has been stable. Masters none. Casualties from disasters none. Collapsed buildings. There might have been 0.1. I don't understand. Road segments none. Imports really took a nosedive just before this episode. I have no idea why. exports really shot up, but have been about stable. Imports are slightly dropped. Anyways, um, like this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, time for this, but like the stream if you enjoyed it. Share it if you think other people enjoy it. I will hopefully be doing the same next Sunday and the Sunday after this, so streaming. Yeah. You can go watch all the previous parts. They're all in the playlist. I think I might have not added the previous one. No, I think they're all in the playlist. And that's a cool watch. It is. For sure. um, yeah. Subscribe if you want to see, if you want to see me out subscription feed and subscription list. Hit the notification bell to be informed when new content comes out. Visit channel page to view all my current content, including that playlist with all of the previous like 14, 15 hours of Live City. I can't remember how many. The first part was very short, but then I've recovered that by having a lot of really long parts, including this one. To be fair, it's probably more like 13 hours. It's at least half a day worth. So yeah, you could probably spend an entire day watching Live City, or your entire waking day watching it, and you've barely got something present. That is insane to think about. And I only started this back in May. I didn't even start it over a year. It's like been going for like 7 months. And I haven't even done it consistently. I've missed out a few weeks. A lot of weeks actually. And I still, yeah. Um yeah, you can watch that. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day. And bye bye.